What is going on, everybody? Powell here, and welcome back to the next episode of OpenTTD, including FIRS. While we are watching this truck driving through our jungle here to supply some farm supplies towards one of our farms right here, which we recently built. Oh no, this is the alcohol farm. Haha. No, we built some grain farms right here, which are bringing to the flour mill here, which is then distributed along the towns right here. And we also expanded our passenger network along the line here. For this episode I wanted to focus on other stuff, because if we open the map of the world, after we had a brief look at our finances, we can see we also built 2 new airports, which explains the massive jump in aircraft revenue last year. Yeah, but if we take a look at the world map, we can barely see anything because of all the town names. Let's switch them off. Right, we can have a look. We can see we mostly build on the edges of the map right now. I think it's a nice network at the moment. Most of the train lines so far are interconnected in one way or another. And I would like to continue that, of course. But here you can see that's the new airport we recently built. And well, it's almost dead center in the map. So I want to make a big transport hub of this part of the map as well. And I want to hook up this line into there. So along the lake, all over the river here. Need to somehow cross that mountain. But I want to end up right here. We also reserved already some space for our larger airport, but we have some nice spacing right here to put in a massive train station, 10 linked there, which I think already I messed it up. Right. I think the town won't like me for that if I'm gonna do this, but I am gonna do this. Sorry. But we need to take these lands for ourselves. There we go. Let's buy these lands in this way, and I think somewhere along the line, let's see, we can purchase these tiles as well, right there. For this building there, and do this, and then we can. Eventually, I want to tunnel underneath here somewhere, and but I still need to make sure the trains can leave these platforms somehow. And I think therefore could do already own it. Yeah. Sorry. Do something like this, and I might regret it later, because I still need to build somewhere a rather large airport. I think it's max 12 tiles in length. I'm not sure. Need to look it up. Maybe we need to. I'm gonna regret it. But yeah, the Darwin 500, 150 seems decent, but I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna do anything with that at the moment, and I think I'm gonna lower the train right here. And I think I'm gonna lower the train right here, and then we tunnel there. Yeah. But I thought these buildings are in our way as well. You be gone. And we can at least build these tunnels. I would like to tunnel even some more. Ooh, that's really gonna be tough, because it's on a hill right there. I don't think Ridderburg will ever like me after this anymore. Alright, we can lower at least this part as well. Can we? Yeah, that doesn't really need it. No. Actually, no. Yeah. Damn it. It's all in the way. Yeah, that's what I thought. bear with me here. Bear with me here. You now accept mail, that's fine. Alright, let's do this and then at least tunnel these parts right there. Lower this part as well and then tunnel there. Because now we can at least connect all these tunnels up right here. Meaning we can put in some signals. Not sure where this is going eventually, but I think it's gonna be something like this, and I think we're gonna take in keep all these lines separated from one another. Same here. Ooh, definitely. No, go away, man. All these new airplanes. Yeah, I'm gonna keep these lines separated then, I think, and we can, if we take a look at the world map again. I think I can use the left side of the platforms, or right side of the platforms for this part of the map, and left side for this part of the map. I think that's gonna be the best option here. So let's start with the right part here, and right, let's plan a route out. Alright, Halen here, perfect spot for another station. If we just make everything transparent for the moment, let's see. I want a length of 10 station here as well. I need to do a little bit of terraforming for that. We can have one right there. Yeah, it's good. Then we can come in here. Yeah, that's fine. We need a was over there. And that's the hill I was talking about earlier. Here you can see how massive it really is. Let's go something like this. And yeah, sure, tunneling. I think I need to tunnel a little bit. So now we can hook these up in there indeed. And it's still a massive climb. I think our trains will manage. There we go. Yeah, I think that's best. Going all the way over the top was too high, and this is a nice compromise. There we go. And then we need to hook up in there near Hillside East. And here North Valkenheim. Yep. Sorry. But not sorry. And then another station in here as well. And yeah. Take out the hill so we can have some straight lines going there. You can go there perfectly fine. Go down below because we need to go in this direction anyway. Let's see if we can avoid destroying too much trees. Not really. Don't want to hug the lake too much. And here we are coming out right here. Let's take out this piece of the hill. Go there. And yeah, let's go up right here all the way down to there. And then so we can pass the factory there. Go up here. Yeah, go up here. Fine. Let's go this way. So we have a actually, let's make it so. Diagonal lines are always better than straight lines. There we go. Hooked up, you already signalized there, that's nice. We need some sort of crossover. Meaning I need to raise a little bit of land over here. We can make a crossover right there. There we go. Of course on the other side as well. The trains coming in and out can use all the platforms available. Fill in this small hole there so we can cut straight ahead. I think this dip there doesn't really matter. This goes all the way there. This dip does matter. And then we have a river to cross. And as a good boy I am, I'm gonna make some bridges. There we go. And yeah, we can get past the hill right here. If I reduce it slightly. Up to there and hook you up, hook you up to the bridge up there. Nice. We have a cross over here, we have a cross over here, we are connected all the way down to there. Nice. Two-way signals facing into the station, both ways, and then one-way signals going one way and going the other way. Same here, one-way signals going one way signals going the other way. Two-way signals facing into the station. Rinse and repeat. And that should be all there is. Yep. With some depots. We have a depot there. I think a depot here doesn't really do any harm. This is a short track, so a depot here is fine. This is a longer stretch of track to be covered, so let's fill in this piece all together. Let's make it nice the first time, right? Depot here is good. There and then out again. Hook you up in there, hook out there. There we go, and then we can place a depot here and a depot there. Some depots off the line. A little bit more efficient, and it won't hold up the other trains on the line as much. Yeah, there. Some signals, of course. A depot here near the station is always nice. Matter. And this. Ooh. I think when I can only get some depots right here. Do I immediately want it straight out of the town? I think I do. Another end of the year. Another profit increase for at least our aircraft. Ships also. I think that's more fluctuating. Trains are a bit up and down. It's fine. You go actually there and then something like this. And then, yeah, join after the hill, please. Signals, 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 signals. There we go. And can't have one on the other way because I'm not sure what this line is going to do. So at least we have a depot when they are leaving the station. Nothing yet when they enter the station. I think that's fine. You no longer accept goods. Okay. So we have now 3 extra stations right here. Alright, we do have some passengers lines going. Let's check the orders. Not so much yet. Because we are treating this as the end of the line for these trains here. I could include Tercum in this list of orders as well, but we do already have a set of trains going there. And I think this is a shorter station as well. So yeah, this is their quote-unquote terminus station. So let's see, they're going from Uithuizenhoeven Halte, going to Zuid-Heuvelsheuvel North. Zuid meaning south. So some south city in the north. Northern station. Then they go to Hillside East. Yeah. And then they already go back. So from Hillside East, they should continue to. Nope. That's wrong. You move up there. Up there. So I've selected the station number 5, and then whenever I add a stop, it will put it above that instead of beneath it. From there, all there, back to there, there, Hillside East, I think, then to there, and then they go to the top of the list to here, yeah. And since it's all shared orders, they should all have their orders updated. Now let's have a quick look. How much trains are on this line? 6. I think that is not enough. And let's clone a few from this depot right here. I'm not sure if they go straight line. I think they're just gonna go past stations right here. What I could do is take him and let him skip a few. There, yeah, go to column height. And then he can activate the other stations while the other trains are going this direction as well. Nice. I think that's a decent part of the line done already. Now if I take a look at the map, roll of the map. You can immediately see where this line should go. And I think the other part of the station, so this part, should eventually branch out this direction somewhere here and join up not with Maasheim Manor, because that's the farm line. We have a passenger station right here, which is quote unquote a terminus station, but could continue this direction as well. More southwards, I'm not sure, and then yeah. Nice. Both Hellestad and Uithuizermeer are potential candidates for a nice train station. Both are already decent towns, even though they're very close. I'm gonna hook up in both. But I also want a line going from, I think, do I want from here? No, because we already have a crossover there. Let's see, we are coming from here, I think just straight across the map, or something like that. I think these are on the other side of the lake. Let's make it tough to hook it up. Nice way. We could use Dokburg. I'm not sure where to put the station then, other than over here. But we also have a ranch up here, which is slightly inconvenient placed. Nice. At Oosterrade, that's our big station right there. We are coming from here and looking around. I think it's also very tough landscaping right here with all the hills and rivers and slightly small towns. I think we could have a station here and then grow these towns around it. Would be nice. Yeah, I think that's definitely something I want to do. So let's put a station in, let's see, here. Yeah, it doesn't have any coverage at the moment. Looking at this hill, it's poorly placed actually. Yeah. Alright, let's do some landscaping then. There we go. Ooh, that was raising, not leveling. My bad. Alright. Cost is 44,000. There we go. Yeah, this small river here. Alright. You have to be gone. All the way down there. Oh, there's a small hill. I don't want that. There you go. I'll hook you up in there and then let's exit already here. I think, yeah, I want to spare these houses here. I'm not gonna bulldoze everything. There we go. Yeah, we need to grow these towns, of course. Let's do that first before I forget. It's a little bit all over the place right now, but sure. I think 2 bus stations in each could help. Oh, that's... damn it. Yeah. Just like I said, I'm not gonna bulldoze everything. I'm gonna bulldoze everything. Whoops. Pressing the right buttons does help. The Leopard bus, the only bus we can get at the moment. There you go. Clone you 3 times. Off you go. And you skip a few orders and you skip 1 order. So they spread out a little bit more even. And then we have a big river. I don't want to say really big river, but a larger river here than the previous one. And we need to go this way at least first. Let's see. Yeah. So the buses arriving at our new stations. Nice. Drop you off there. So we have a better approach to make a river crossing right here. Yeah, this is gonna be filled in, of course. Yeah, that's all hooked up. We have a potential large station going in right there. We have our exit station there. We are going to exit here. Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna be a tight turn. Sorry. I know they are ugly. I know they aren't. They are really inefficient, but they are what is needed. Small kink there. That's fine. Do I want another station in between? If so, we can use Amstelmuiden right here. That's fine. I think. Yeah, we still need 10 length stations because we are gonna run trains of 10 length. So any smaller will hurt them in their loading and unloading speed. So yeah, that's a shame. And then lower this. Right, there we go. There we go. This isn't hooked up. Now it is, and now we can just go diagonal to there. Yeah, there we go. Hook you up in there. This is all fine. Leave there. Make a crossover here, excluding that part, and then up the hill here. Through this nice small valley of some sort. You go there. I mostly want to work with the terrain instead of against it, and although a bit of terraforming here and there is needed, if I can avoid it, I will avoid it. Hook you up at least. One of my signals, there we go. One more way signals this way as well, of course, and then 2-way signals facing into the station. Right here the same. Make sure this is already hooked up or signalized in a decent way. Extend these lines right there. We have a little bit of leeway whenever this town is growing this direction. Because it will grow in this direction. Still amazed that they did let me do all this stuff. Can I build a bridge over here? Let's try. Road construction. Can I build a bridge over here? Doesn't it? It does let me. Nice. I like that. Really like that. Let's terraform this a little bit so we can hook. Ooh, damn it. Hook this up right here. This will look nice. Profits across the board, all mostly equal. It's fine. We have 300 million in the bank, so we're still making decent money. Alright, so we've hooked up all this stuff. Next thing we need is, of course, some sort of train on the line. I want a depot there. Coming off there. So we need a new signal there, that's fine. We rebuild in a few minutes. Meaning right now. Here we go. And a signal here and here as well. So that's a depot again right after they come out of the station, and then let's do another one, but then up here. And it's a little bit shorter run off and run off track, but that's fine. There we go. Good. Not really matter that much. Right, we have some depots there. A normal depot here is fine. Eventually we should have some depots there as well. A depot here, but at least let's make some trains running. 2 of these. And then we need a whole bunch of passenger carriages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12. And then 6 mill vans. And let's see. Start here, that's fine. Up to there. Up to here. And then back here. Yeah. 4. Off you go for now. You still need to think on how I'm gonna hook up all this stuff up here, but I think this is good. Good start right there. Do I also want to include Oosterrade and Bobegas in all this stuff growing up in here? Same with Loosberg. I think I do. Let's make a bridge over here. And it's a shame I put this part there, but I'm gonna right just this. A bigger bridge up there, so I can hook up you and you. And make a bridge over here as well. So I can hook all these roads up in here. For now, I can hook up this and this, yeah. Hook you up, thank you. Let's see, we have some buses going around here, and then I want some buses at least in these towns as well. Let's see, so I want a bus stop up here and a bus stop up here. You can then drive up to there. Go, let's see, here and here around the town. Go up in here. Take a stop there. Make a stop here. And then all the way back. So we need to make sure this is a loop as well. More trains arriving at new stops. Some more depots along the way. We don't have a depot here yet. Make it here. Alright, let's see. You go from there to there, then join this loop from here to here. Go in here. I have stops up here and here, and then yeah, just here and here is fine. And then back to Loosberg. Right, clone you 3 times. Off you go. You go, and I want a new line, this line. You coming from out from here, and then you go in the opposite direction, just from there to there. In this direction, but you can go there, 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 and clone you also 2 times, so we have 3 in total. Off they go. And then all these towns will grow ever more larger. And let's build a statue of myself up in here. in all of them. We can't bribe the local authority. That's not needed because I already have an outstanding rating with the town. Nice. Bobagas will think otherwise, so very good. Nice. But we're gonna build a statue of the company owner as well. Oosterhade mediocre. That of course will increase. Let's build a statue of Powell and Loosbergen. Very good. Nice. And we already can see our trains coming in and out of these stations, and I really like the view of that. Buses going across bridges where trains are crossing underneath. No planes in sight at the moment. There's one. Everything running smoothly, and why are they turning up here and not going there? They think this is a shorter trip than this. So they are just turning there. Okay. Might have messed it up myself then. But alright, those buses will sort itself out. Eventually they will take the most efficient route, which they think is the most efficient. And since these towns will grow, have a more larger, more opportunities for them to. No, I want you there. There we go. More opportunities for them to take different routes, right? Right, and with this smoking plane incoming here at the airport, I'm gonna end the episode right here. I think a nice net setup being done up here. Town is already growing up there. These towns will grow as well, so we'll have another large metropolitan area right here in the future. Perhaps here as well. Not always, yeah. Not really be lots of passengers at the moment, but these towns will grow. Let's give them a statue of my company owner as well. They already think I have excellent ratings, and so they're already quite happy with me. I like that. And yeah, these towns are already growing while we're looking at them. And next episode, we're gonna hook up this part of the passenger network to the network up here. And maybe take in some of the industries as well and use them as well for the stuff up here. Because there are still a lot of industries to be hooked up as well. If you don't want to miss out on this next episode, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. Leave a like if you did enjoy the episode, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care everybody, bye bye.